Scorpio. So hey Scorpio, if you're a Scorpio zodiac or Scorpio in the chart, maybe you're just a cross watcher, whatever it is, welcome. My name is Adrian Nelson. I'm a psychic medium. I'm a regression hypnosis practitioner. And just before doing your readings for October, I wanted to just have a look at what is still happening just in this last couple of days of September for you, okay? So please remember this is a general reading, so please take it as it resonates, and let's see what we got. For all of you that are supporting my channel in, the beautiful ways that you can support a YouTube channel, I mean, all the ways, thank you so much for that. Really, really thank you from my heart. It means so much to me, okay? Let's get started. Okay. Sticking out there for you, you've got the Nine of Air, which is the Nine of Swords. All right, in traditional tarot. But even if you look at this, depiction on this card, it's a sense of almost like spreading your wings. So Scorpio, this is a space where I feel that for a lot of you, if we sort of almost imagine, let's say, and I know this is going to be a very extreme sort of example, but I feel that for some of you, there is a space almost like if you imagine, and I don't want to sort of freak anybody out, but just imagine you were sort of like maybe trapped in a car or something like that sort of went off the bridge, and blah blah blah, you started to go down in the water, and there was all sorts of pressure, and you didn't know if you're going to be able to get out. But just when you thought it wasn't going to happen, and just when you thought that all hope was lost, somehow the door opens, something releases, you're able to get the window out, whatever, and you're able to get up back to the surface. And this is the space that I get for a lot of you. This is that space that everything is going to be okay. You're going to be okay. All right? This is the biggest thing that this card wants to let you know. The worst is over. You are going to be all right. Okay, you're going to be just fine. Now, let's see what we've got for you in tarot. First of all, where you are at the moment, the Fool, all right? So, this is your current space. This is that new beginning space, all right? This is that space almost like, when you just get out of that water that we spoke about, and you breathe that breath of air, you're like, okay, so what am I going to do with my life now? All right, because where you are at the moment, Scorpio, this is a space where you can do just about anything. All right, and when we're in that space of life, sometimes where we feel very trapped and everything feels so contrived and those sort of things, here's the thing. Here's the magical, amazing thing, is that a lot of times when it feels that we're sort of backed into a corner, sometimes it's time to realize that maybe it's time to do something different. It's time to do something new, all right? Look at what's here at the bottom of the deck, the Ten of Swords. So there's a lot of release that's taking place for a lot of you. Maybe other people's, sort of like ideas that were imposed, upon you. There we go, crossing you. So we've got the Fool as your general space, and then directly influenced by the Hanged Man. All right, this is a space that lets you know that literally everything's going to be okay. You can have, if maybe you've been feeling, Scorpio, that you want to have faith in life and you want to have faith in the universe and that sort of stuff, but maybe it's been feeling very challenging to actually do that. This is letting you know that you're going to be okay. There's a beautiful plan that is operating here for you, that's completely operational. And remember the Fool, when you look at tarot energy, this is that character that sets out, if you almost think of your soul just before it goes into your body, and it's excited, I'm going to Earth, I'm going to be a human, so that's sort of the energy that the soul has before it incarnates in the body, because it knows it doesn't matter what happens, it's going to be okay, because the solution has already been implemented for you. So if you are concerned about anything at this particular point in time, Scorpio, know that the solution is already incorporated there for you. You can call upstairs. When I say upstairs, I'm talking about to the universe. You can say, yo, my cosmic siblings, I need some help here. Can you help me? And they will. Okay, they definitely will. In your foundation, you've got the Five of Cups. So for some of you, there might be a lot of sadness that you might be feeling at the moment. And for some of you, you might not actually be able to place that sadness specifically. You know, you might be having it, feeling overwhelmed, feeling tired, feeling things like that. But for some of you, you may not be actually quite sure where it is actually coming from. I would encourage you to do an exercise that I do a lot, and I teach this to a lot of my clients that I work with. And it's one of the things that I also sort of like in a much broader scale have in I've got an online psychic development and mind unlocking course coming this October, November, and it's online. The details are on my Facebook page, and there's a link to my Facebook page down below. But this is one of the things that work really, really well. I place my hand on my heart, and I've been doing this for many, many years. And I will say, okay, this feeling that I'm feeling right now, maybe it's got a much deeper root than I might currently be aware of, that I might be consciously aware of. Maybe it's somewhere in my subconscious. I have got the willingness to release all of that which is not serving me in a positive way. All of that which I'm consciously aware of, and all of that which I'm not consciously aware of. If there's any sort of lesson that I need to learn from this, anything that I forgot, anything that life is trying to remind me of, I am willing to get the lesson, but this is what I'm not willing to do. I'm not willing to be a victim. I'm not willing to suffer. I'm not willing to cry and all those type of things. So I'm willing to get the lesson, but just because I get the lesson doesn't mean that it has to be this overpowering, completely mind, energy draining sort of experience. All right, because some of you, I do sense some subconscious programming here that that might be holding you back. And here's the thing about life: a lot of times when we have a problem, a lot of times that problem has actually got a much deeper root in our own past, or in our generational past, which can be 7 generations back from where you are at the moment. That's why past life regression is such a powerful thing, because you're going back to where the sort of pattern originated. And when you go fix it there, then it has a positive impact here and a positive impact going forward. But this exercise really helps you to get that. We don't actually always need to understand exactly how everything came about. We don't. We really don't. But if you want to, you can also say to life you'd like to have that understanding. As we speak to life, more things can come about for us. Then in the recent past, Neptune energy, the moon, emotions, Pisces, not necessarily just Pisces, but there is that emotional energy. Could also maybe some of you dealt even with maybe like a little bit of a Gemini, that maybe they were, I won't say bad people, but maybe a little bit young in energy, a little bit immature in energy. Some of you could have also been dealing maybe actually with the Libra, that might have been very preoccupied in their mind, or you could have been dealing with a very angry Cancer maybe, I'm a Cancer, and I always smile when people say that, Cancers are so nice, and they're so tiny, and they're so gentle, and they're like a gentle breeze. Don't mess with a Cancer, okay? Some of you could have also been dealing with a very determined Scorpio, all right? And when I say deal with someone, remember, this is not a romantic reading, so there could be those connections because it's a general reading, but this could even be with somebody that you held close, maybe like your mother or like your mother's friend, that sort of thing. But for many of you, I feel that you've been brought to where you are at the moment. It could have been tiring, but I feel that you focus on positive emotions. You focus on what is working as opposed to what is not working, or what could work as opposed to what is not work, what could possibly not work. And that has brought you to the space of new beginnings, and you brought yourself to the space of new beginnings, and you can take yourself even further in a very positive way from the space and through the space. Okay, let's see what is the influence of, oh, did you all see that? And when cards go to the floor, I know it's a powerful thing. I also want to point out that you've got this 5 of Cups here in your foundation, but so far we only have major arcana cards, the Fool, the Hangman, the Moon, and also with your direct influence, the Emperor. So it went up, it went down, it went like this. So some of you, I feel that you've got days where you're really in your power, and you've got days where you're not that much in your power. And I want you to pay attention to that. What is your mindset when your days are going well? Everything is smooth and easy sailing. And what is your mindset on the days that things are not going well? All right? And even if halfway through the day, say it was a bad day and then it changes for the positive, what did you change? What did you do before that? Was it lunchtime? Did you eat something? What did you do? and vice versa as well. Maybe it was a good day and then something happened. What happened? All right, because I feel that for some of you, and you might see this as you go along, it's like you're flipping into your power and you're flipping out of your power. All right. Sometimes that happens when we are doing something new because you're getting used to it. Let's see where this energy is taking you going forward. You got two cards. You got the World and the Queen of Pentacles. I remember when I did the reading for Libra, they also got two cards. So you got the World and the Queen of Pentacles. So for many of you, this is the end of struggle. This is the end of financial concerns. This is basically, I feel for many of you, this is the end. This is the space where you are going from being the puppet on the string to actually becoming the puppet master. And the puppet master of your own life. And you want to be the one that is the puppet master of your own life. Because if you are not, then you are being controlled by others, by the masses, those sort of things. And that is the power of taking control of your own mind. All right? And that course that I was telling you about, that is what I teach you in that course. Overall energy for you, the Knight of Cups. Overall energy at the moment. Okay, this is you going forward. Some of you, this might be a space where you at a point, you know, you're like about following your dreams, following your ambitions. This could have to do with love, but this is you, I feel, basically going out there and representing yourself to the world, to yourself, you know. It might be challenging. The one thing that I will say to you, Scorpio, is to listen to your emotions. Follow your emotions, follow your gut. Even if something seems right on paper, and your gut says to you, maybe don't do that, I would pay attention to that, okay? And even if something doesn't seem right against paper and all the odds are against it, if your mind says follow it, I will follow it. But, and this is important, you always want to, you know, and I know this sounds a little contradictory, and this is very much to go into here right now, but you also want to be sure, and you want to ask yourself those questions. Am I actually following my intuition right now? Or am I following my fear? Because fear can kind of like disguise itself like that sometimes. But then here's what you do. You say to yourself, okay, so normally in the past, because at some point we all followed our fear at a point. So when I normally follow my fear, what are the signs? What are the symptoms? What normally goes along with it? When I follow my intuition, what are the signs? What are the fears? What are the things that normally go with it? And then you check in with yourself like that and say, okay, so this is what I feel my intuition is saying to me right now. And normally when I follow my intuition, how does it come through? And here's the thing about intuition. You can ask it questions. Literally, you can ask it questions. You can say, if this inspiration, motivation, spark, guidance, whatever, if this is coming from a source of light, give me 3 signs that I can't ignore. Give me 3 signs that I can't ignore. Okay? Let's see. If God could send you an email, what would he say? Ace of Pentacles in reverse. For those of you that are looking for a financial breakthrough, for a life breakthrough, for an opportunity, anything like that, I feel that for many of you, logical thinking is holding you back because you are standing in the way of your own divine breakthrough, literally. Because this is what's available for you, King of Pentacles. Everything your heart desires for your life, and even more than that, is available to you right now. It's just you have to open yourself to the idea. It's almost like you have to buy into the belief that life can be easy for you, that miracles can come through for you, because it's available. It's available. Like, you know, we had Ace of Wands in reverse, but it's also available. This is what Source want to let you know. What your heart desires is available, but you need to have the willingness to let go. Well, look at what's at the bottom of the deck, the Tower. It's about the willingness to let go. And sometimes we are so afraid that if we pursue something, how bad it can be. But most of the things that we fret about never actually happen. And the more you focus on something going wrong, that is how you actually manifest that. You know, it's like that. Remember that saying that I say, like, yeah, what if I fly and what if I fall? And they're like, oh, Buttercup, but what if you fly? You know, what if you fly? I mean, how, and you know, this is how I sometimes phrase things to myself when I need to make a choice that, you know, that is difficult for me. And for the longest time of my life, money was something I had to work on so much because I had such negative and detrimental patterning about it. But I would say to myself, if I had to make a brave choice, well, what is the worst thing that can actually happen here, you know? Strength, Leo energy. This is what is standing in your way. Some of you are not letting go of something. You're holding on to something here, all right? Yes, okay, so maybe somebody did something, somebody said something, and yes, it can hurt our feelings, etc., etc., etc. But the only person that is holding back is you. You know, sometimes in life people say ugly things or they do ugly things. The first thing to remember is that usually that it's got actually very little to do with you. Usually people's ugliness comes from them. It's their patterns. And, you know, I had this wonderful conversation with my sister just now because we were speaking about how another person's opinion of you doesn't have to be an opinion of yourself. And I used to be one of those people that, you know, I was concerned about everybody's opinion about me. Until I realized, and it's so amazing, because for me it's like, your opinion that you have of me doesn't even have to be my opinion. You can tell me, you know what, Adrian, you are such a bloody idiot. And whereas before, that would be something that would have completely broken me and made me spiral into a whole field of self-destruction and stuff like that. These days, I'm like, you know what? That is your opinion of me. That doesn't have to be my opinion of myself. And that's it. That's it. Okay, it's taken me a lot of work to get there, but that's it. For your potential outcome, you've got two cards, and you've got two brilliant cards. You've got the 10 of Cups, and you've got the Temperance card. I saw Temperance first. Everything that your heart desires, family. When I say family, this is your home life, the way that you'd like to live your life, whatever that means for you. All of that is available to you right now. You have what it takes, Scorpio, to make of your life whatever you choose. But it does mean that you have to let go of anything that might be holding you back, any grudges that might be holding you back, anything wanting to get even, let it go. It's not serving you. Okay? Let's see for your message from the universe. Lots of powerful messages for you because your cards keep on falling to the floor. So you've got the 9 of Pentacles, the Ace of Wands, which fell to the floor, and the 7 of Swords. So all the dreams that you have, all the wishes that you have, it could come true, but it does require a change of mindset. All right? And some of you, there are some fights and things. There's a bit of a sneakiness that's going on here. You know, where maybe you feel like, well, they did that, and I have to show them like they can't do that to me, and I have to stand up for myself, and I have to stand up in my power, and you know, I can't just let this slide, because if I let this slide, then next time they're going to think it's okay. Well, anything anybody else does that robs you of your peace is too big a price to pay. Your peace of mind is everything, because your frame of mind is what creates your tomorrow. Where you are right now creates your tomorrow, your day after tomorrow, and after. Don't, you know, I mean, I know I sound almost like a school teacher now, but don't let other people be in the driving seat of your life. Because human beings, by nature, the most loving, kind, beautiful person that you get, human beings are hardwired to be biased and to be protective of the self first. It is just how humans are. Everybody's like that. You like that, I'm like that, Mother Teresa was like that. All right, it just comes with being human. It's actually scientifically proven that the only living being that loves you more than it loves itself is a dog. That's it. All right, so don't let other people be in the driving seat of your life. All right, it's you the only one that's going to be unhappy. Here's the thing, those Scorpios. Don't let yourself be unhappy in your life. Really, there's a lot of major arcana cards here. Don't let yourself be unhappy in your life because of other people that might actually literally not care whether you live or die. That might replace you just like that. You know what I'm saying? All right. So if you claim a new beginning for you, a new start, letting go of whatever's holding you back, place your hand on your heart, take a nice deep breath and say, you know what, I claim that for myself. All right? We're going to get you a crystal oracle card. If it resonates with you, I'd really appreciate you liking the video because it helps my channel to grow. And also remember to hit that notification bell. Well, they actually hit that notification bell and also that, subscription bell. Tao is what you've got. Animals. Okay? And this card for me is always such a reminder. Yes, it's got all other things, but here's the thing. As human beings, we try to make ourselves this, evolved species and, whatever, most intelligent beings in the universe. And then funny enough, we don't believe in life on other planets, but we're still the most advanced. Humans are very much like animals. You are hardwired for survival and for a good place to sleep and a wonderful community around you. And if you already have that, then you've got everything. And if you feel that you don't have it, then maybe you want to set that out in the universe. That is something that you might like to have. Okay? I hope that you're doing well. I will see you next for your October reading.